Okay, it's garden update. It's May, I believe, the 26th? No, 27th. It's Memorial Day. Anyways, it's Monday, Memorial Day. I'm not at work. Just kind of a garden update. I just got done irrigating this morning. Still smells like some insecticide I had to spray yesterday and some fungicide. Because apparently that leaf right there has a fungus. And these leaves over here have fungus on them growing. I think it's rust or something. I think it's rust is what it is. Anyways, garden update. Everything's growing like nuts. My peppers, I got 2 or 3 cayenne peppers on that one. That one's a little hurt. I accidentally hurt it. Got a bell pepper, but I got some sort of bugs or something that keep attacking everything out here. And I think it just has to do with it's so densely packed that I'm gonna have infestations of bugs. I just took care of aphids. They were my tomatoes bad, and then I took care of Alteria, or some sort of it's a fungus that grows on the tomato. Or it's rot is what it is. It's rot, tomato end rot. It's some bad stuff. It was mainly on my Roma right there. But I sprayed all my tomatoes for it because that Roma is so densely packed in that cage. And it was my mistake. I should have made a bigger cage for it. As you can see from that one, I opened it up. And this one I'm unable to do so because he has so much fruit. And I don't want to risk damaging it. But I probably should do it anyway. All my radishes are gone. I was messing around and threw some seed down, and I think there's like 2 coming up that I can see. But those are my beets. They're looking okay. Green onions are doing a lot better. They're getting bigger. My spinach, I need to pull those guys out. They're starting to go to seed, and so they need to pull out. My broccoli is just big. No broccoli yet. Takes them a while, I guess. I grew those guys from seed, and they're kind of leggy when I grew them, which is my fault. And then carrots, more spinach in there. That's looking a little better, but still it's got crinkly leaves, and it has to do with aphids and thrips. My cherry tomatoes growing like crazy. That Roma tomato doesn't. It has a few fruit, tomatoes on it, but not very big ones, and it took off. I opened that cage up, and it just got past whatever it was stunting it, and it took off. You could tell the difference. That one's cage is closed, and it just shot off. But that one gets more water than this one, I think. I don't know. These 2 also get sprayed from the micros for the row crop stuff, and that's probably why it has the fungus. So that's my fault. Bad garden planning. So that's not the plant's fault. My zucchini is growing like crazy. I can't harvest any of it for a few days, probably about 5 days or so. Well, they say the pre-harvest interval is like a day, 0 days for the fungicide I sprayed, and I think the insecticide is like, I want to say it's 7 days, but I think it's shorter than that even. I think it's like 3 days, but I'll have to look on it again. But I'm not going to pick it for at least a week. So I'm probably going to have some pretty big, giant zucchinis, and I probably won't eat them. I'll probably just toss them. But then my cucumbers, I picked 2 of them before I sprayed, and I got another one coming in, and I think that little one in there has got a plant or 2, or cucumber or 2. Very bitter. I think next year I'm not going to plant those. I'll look for another different variety of tomato because it's a Burplus hybrid or whatever that is just bitter as all heck. Onions are doing pretty good. You can pick an onion whenever you want, I suppose. But I'm just trying to get them bigger, so they're staying in the ground. Green beans, I need to start weaving them again. I've been slacking off, but those ones actually finally just shot up. And that, I don't know what that is, but that is a big bug. Ooh, that's not a good bug. That's a bad bug. So anyways, I see that one. He's lining up. That's green bean. He's growing. Haha. But anyways, and my pumpkins are deciding to take over the whole place. Like I said, I densely packed this place, which I shouldn't have done, but I don't know. I like growing things, and I just don't have the heart not to try and grow something. I figured I'd have plants die on me, and I didn't. Which, for my first time, gardening on my own, I figured I'd have at least half of them die, just because, I'm me. Oh, and I got baby melons. I'm not sure. I think it's the honeydew. But somewhere down there, wherever he went, there is a baby melon. Yeah, and then there's a baby jack-o'-lantern right there. Another baby jack. I got baby jack-o'-lanterns like crazy. I even got baby watermelons. Where is he at? I know he's in here. Little guy, there he is. He's itty bitty. Anyways, and then another baby jack-o'-lantern. The only baby giant pumpkin I have is over there. Right underneath them. Or the farther stem, you go back and you can see it. It's got a little bud on it and then it has a little round thing. That's the pumpkin. Anyways, my corn is starting to tassel. The early variety starting to grow tassels. I don't see any development of ears, which kind of has me worried. But maybe that'll come with time. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've grown anything. The last time I think any of my family members grew a garden, I think I might have been maybe, I don't know, 14, if that. No, heck no. I was probably maybe 9 or 10. And that was the last time I remember. And then my parents, we moved to Delhi. And my mom grew a few tomatoes, I think, there, but she never did have the big garden like she used to when I was young. But she didn't have the time. She was involved with our sports and stuff. But anyways, I need to stop talking about my life. Anyway, so that's the garden. It's doing pretty good. It's growing. I stopped feeding it. I fed it one more time last week. A little shot of some Miracle-Gro, the tomato plant food. And I just, in a gallon of jug, I put, double the strength and then inject it through my Mozzie, and that's all I do. I think the key to making things grow like nuts and crazy is just feed them, a little bit. And liquid seems to be very good, very instantaneous. The plants uptake it very fast. And I think as far as for feeding, I think if you just slow feed. You don't need to give them a giant shot all at once. Just slowly but surely feed them. Every time you irrigate or every other time you water, give them a little boost, a little treat, and they will grow. I mean, considering I'm not using much fertilizer and how much plant life I have here, I mean, it's taken off. But that's the way it goes. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I'm gone.